Let's talk about my last read, my current read, and my next read. My last read is All Systems Red by Martha Wells. This is the first novella in the Murderbot series. As you can see, it was really short, but I did really enjoy it. I think I would probably rate it 4 stars. I do find it kind of hard to rate novellas sometimes because they are so short, but I really enjoyed this story, and I feel like it packed a big punch for only being like just over 100 pages. And it was also just a really great setup for the rest of the series. I finished this book and was immediately like, yeah, I kind of really want to go pick up the next one. If you don't know, in this book we follow Murderbot, and he is a government-sanctioned robot in a sci-fi universe. He has hacked his government module, and all that he really wants to do is just consume all of the thousands of hours of media that he's downloaded onto his system, including some trashy reality TV. He's also really socially awkward and really hates interacting with humans, and so this was just really fun to read. It was a little bit different than what I expected based on things I had heard about this. And like I said, I think that it was a really great setup for the rest of the series, and so I'm really excited to pick up the next one. I decided to hold off on picking up the next Murderbot book because I do want to savor the series a little bit, so I didn't want to just fly through them all. So I decided to go into Glow of the Everflame. This is the second book in the Kindred Curse saga by Penn Cole. I read the first book, which is Spark of the Everflame, a few months ago, and I liked it, but I didn't love it. The things that I wasn't really loving, I had a feeling would get resolved in the second book, and so far they definitely have. I'm somewhere around the 50% mark, and so far I'm really loving this. Can't say a ton about this book, obviously, since it's the second in a series, but I will tell you that the first book we're following DM, and in her world there are the Mortals and the Ascended. Mortals are just that, mortals. Ascended have some kinds of special powers, and they have a very complicated caste system, and they exclude and rule the mortals from their world. In the beginning of the book, her mother has disappeared, and she thinks that someone in the royal family, mainly the prince, knows what happened to her mother. So then she sets out to get some answers, and it is a bit of a whirlwind. There's definitely a romance that I am eating up so far. To be completely honest, when we get to my next read, it will probably be Heat of the Everflame, which is the third book in this series, but that's not really that fun for this video, so I am going to talk about some other contenders that I might pick up instead. They are calling for snow in my area this weekend, which is really exciting, and so I'm thinking about picking up A Winter's Promise. The only thing is, Katie is Reading just reviewed this on YouTube, and she liked it, but she didn't love it, and so I'm a little bit wary going into this one, so I'm not entirely sure if this will be my next read or not. I also think it could be fun to read a mystery while I'm snowed in this weekend, and I have And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie here. This is obviously a very famous story, a very classic mystery story, and I have not read it before. I don't really know a ton about it. I'll be honest, this is the one that I'm leaning towards the most. And the last book is If I'm Feeling a Romance, which I have not read in a really long time, but it is Daydream by Hannah Grace. I have not read any of the other books in this series, but I have heard some really great things about this one, and so I'm really excited to dive into it. So those are my options for my next read. I would love for you to comment down below if you've read any of these books and what you think I should pick up next.